least you know, in closing, you have one New Year's resolution. I can tell you, you could get better and improve your pool game because recently you've been losing to me quite a bit.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's a wrap. I think that's a good episode.
That's real good. That's a good roast.
Yeah, I think that's a good episode.
I'm you and your pool game and your pool table, and I'm bringing ice cream the next time we come over.
Yeah, you know,
and we'll just put it right in the edge of your pool table. Go ahead, fat man. Make a shot. As you just sit there and like, you're not even looking at the ball, just
I'm just looking at the ice cream the whole time. Yeah, you know my kryptonite.
Ooh, I'm good with that, bro. Glad you started that fire.
Yeah, you said you needed to clear the path. I'm helping you.
Damn.
One.
What is it? What are you, out of your mind? You want that as an enemy? You want me to think about that? Wait until.
Yeah.
Wait. 6 months from now, you're gonna be like, why did I say that to Chris? Why would I have made an enemy of the man on the pool table? I don't even care about pool. Welcome to another episode of Don Draper Zone. On this podcast, we discuss branding and marketing, how it touches so many aspects of our lives. We also talk a bunch of trash about music and food and culture and nostalgia and each other and so much more. We hope that you're entertained. We hope you get some insight from two marketing insiders like ourselves. I'm Chris. This is Ernie. In this episode, we got into you talking a bunch of trash about my pool game. First of all, the Bridge of Life.
The Bridge of Life, just New Year's resolutions, planning,
and just a whole bunch of kind of a deep episode there.
Yeah.
It was a good one. So with that, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that fun stuff. We want to spread the word on this thing, and we, of course, appreciate your support. So without further ado, pour yourself a glass, and let's get into this.
All right, cheers.
Cheers to you, man.
Hey, a little light on the pour here.
Did I, bro? Am I jipping you?
You are.
I
ordered triple shot.
On our...
you only gave me two.
On our Louis... What's the one? Louis the 14th, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's... what is that? That's like scotch or something, right? It's like $1,000 a glass.
Never had it.
I've never had it.
I mean, that's probably why, because it's way out of my price range.
That's just absurd. I'm not going to drink. What kind of dumb shit is that? First one, I never liked the taste of scotch. Right?
Really?
My dad
that used to be my
scotch.
only thing.
Really?
Yeah. I went from dark beer, and I'm like, I just don't like the calories.
Yeah.
And feeling like just too
just
full.
Just get fat. Yeah. Just like, yeah.
So I said, I'm just going to go straight scotch. That way I could have one glass and feel like a little bit of the buzz.
Right.
And I'm done.
The last time I drank scotch, it might have been, I don't even know if I could legally drink. Mm-hmm. That's how long it's been.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? So at least 20 years.
I love scotch. I could do scotch. And then I switched to bourbon because the selection of scotch usually at restaurants or whatever is horrible.
Especially around here. I mean, if you're going to drink anything around
like Lafroig or whatever it's called, 12-year Lafroig. I'm like, I don't want that shit.
Right.
So then I started just drinking bourbon because the selection was crazy. Yeah.
Ridiculous around here.
So.
And people know the shit out of their bourbon around here. In fact, our buddy Drew has got quite the collection.
So now I'm just more of a bourbon drinker, but that's by convenience.
Right.
Not necessarily by choice.
Right. And we were just saying about cigars, which bourbon and cigars seems like peanut butter and jelly.
Hand, yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly. A much more unhealthy version of peanut butter and jelly. And then who has time?
Say unhealthy version?
Unhealthy of peanut butter and jelly, version of peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. Is the cigars and bourbon.
Peanut butter and jelly aren't all that healthy either.
I mean, it's not, it'll get you by.
Sugar is a killer, man.
Hold on. Look, if I'm stuck in an island, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I got to make it. I know the search and rescue's coming in 40 days from now, right?
Yeah.
And if you're like, cool, bro, we are going to make it. And I'd be like, sweet, man, what do we got? And you open in option A a chest of bread, right? That's going to hopefully, God willing, last some kind of a way.
Yeah.
Right?
Like manna from heaven.
Something, And then
Just
even if it's a piece
replenishes.
of pita, anyways, but the point is you've got some kind of a bread situation. You got yourself a big old honking thing of peanut butter.
Yeah.
And then some jelly.
Yeah.
You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Get a catch a fish. Go like Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Yeah.
Get the volleyball. The whole thing, right? So you're set.
Yeah.
Comparatively, though, dude. If you all of a sudden you're like, no, we're going to make it just fine. 40 days to go. And you're like, oh, thank God. What do you got? You got some food? And you just have like a couple handles of bourbon.
Yeah.
And like a big thing of cigars. I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah.
I'll be like, we're going to fucking die, bro.
Yeah,
be
but
all shitty.
It's all in the.
But
it's all in
then
the.
we're dead.
It's all in the scene that you set, though. Of course, in that scenario.
That's terrible. So that's what I'm saying. That's an
well,
illustration.
Okay, let me give you a scenario.
One's a healthy option. One's not.
Let me give you a scenario.
All right. Go ahead. Paint your picture.
Now we're in that island.
Same island.
Same island.
All right.
But you know you're gonna die. Like it's just
What? Goddamn, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
and we've been stuck there for forever.
For a minute.
And we're emaciated.
Yeah.
And you know you're gonna die. Not a single boat in sight.
Yeah.
But two things fall from the sky, and it's like just a box of bread and peanut butter jelly, or cigarettes and bourbon, like 18, 24-year bourbon. And you know you're going to die tomorrow.
We're dying tomorrow, dude.
I'd be like,
I don't think I'm even going to make it to tomorrow.
I'm fucking just smoking and drinking. I'm like,
Just be wandering into the ocean, bottle in hand.
Yep, this is good.
Dick to the wind,
Yep.
trying to catch fish,
I'm like, this is a good day.
stabbing at
You know
fish
what?
with a
I had
broken
some
bottle.
really good, the finest of scotch.
Went out, like men.
Yeah, like men. Meantime, you're gonna be sitting there munching on your little peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
No. Hold on now.
See, it's all the scene that you set.
Perspective, the pin and all that is A, I know we're going to make it out in 40 days.
Right.
B, we're not making it out.
Right. You know for certain. Once we're done.
It's over.
Yeah.
Right? So no, I'm not going to prolong it.
Exactly.
Give me the whiskey. It's over.
So it all depends.
It's
right?
over.
But what I was just trying to say is that sugar is not healthy, is not really healthy. That's all I'm saying. Comparatively, sure, yeah, depending on the scene. But sugar is actually one of those, is a very deadly substance.
Okay, fuck
Cancer.
PSA over. Actually, it's kind of, well, you see.
It's true. It's true, though. You know, you think about all the cancer and all the stuff, sickness, diabetes, and everything that's seemingly to hit us so hard here in the U.S., especially, or Western societies.
Sure.
Sugar is not good for you, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You gotta quit it. You gotta quit all that peanut butter. Tell you.
In other shocking news, the sun is hot. The sun is hot. And Latina bitches will ruin your life. And
I would say absolutely. I would say you're right.
Facts.
Complete fact.
For you younger men out there, beware.
Yep, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Fact.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's really. I think we talked about that. We did an episode a long time ago on kind of the misuse, the evils of marketing, and I remember diving into, I think it was the cigarette companies. The cigarette company guys are like, cool. You put all the rules on cigarettes. They put the causes cancer warning on the side. Yeah. And they're like, all right, cool. We're going to go sell pharmaceutical drugs to Americans. Oh, that worked out. Good job, guys. Made a ton of money. But then in the mix with all that was the sugar companies and like the soda and you know, just all the lobbying and all the money and just like, bro. You know, and it's kind of like one of those things where you know it's bad, like in a horror movie or something maybe, where you like know you kind of hear through the door something bad, you know? Yeah. And it's even worse than you imagine though when you open the door. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is... You guys like, you know, you got all these billions upon billions of dollars in this and you're just lying and you've known it for years. And, So anyways, I want to go down that road, but it's dark business out there, man.
It is.
Yeah. So
pharmaceuticals especially.
Dude.
Is dark business.
I forget, man. I forgot because I don't watch TV.
I'm not anti. Don't get me wrong. I'm not anti-pharmaceutical drugs or anything like that. But
It's a great modern thing.
Whenever you add money in the mix and people making a lot of money off of it,
that's
anything.
That's
it could be anything. Yeah, insert whatever. If there's money involved, it could go dark path, right?
It's the incentivizing of that. What I know from firsthand experience is when I was still advising, financial advising, and you would see, you kind of catch a vibe for people as you get to networking and all, and like there would be he's the hammer, everything's a nail guy selling X, right? Doesn't matter what it is, that's going to fix your problems. And it was like, bro, at the very in the most generous way to put it, it's like, maybe they're really trying to do the right thing, but they drank the Kool-Aid too hard, and now they can't see. They can't unscrew their head on, right? So like, they're everything's term life insurance. Here, 10-year term. This will, this kind of thing, right? It's just like, dude, sometimes that's not appropriate. You know, like these people you're not solving for that problem. You're solving for this other thing. And what's wrong with you? So, but anyways, sometimes they just drink the Kool-Aid too hard, and like they just can't get their head right. But other times, they just know they're just trying to get something. And then you find out what they're really selling too. It's like some term life company out of like Poughkeepsie or some bullshit. And you're like, dude, I wouldn't sell that to my worst enemy. They're never going to pay a claim out. You know what I mean? Or you read the fine print and they have like limitations sometimes. You're just like, why would you sell this? But you realize like,
Well, that's why right. Like I saw that with financial planners when I first was starting to look into financial planners. That there's those who are just selling solutions. Right. And there's those who are actually trying to help me reach the goal that I'm looking for.
Dude, isn't that a funny, that was one of the most immediate correlations in joining the team was that very moment where it was like, that's exactly the same. You could have taken that phrase and then exchange it, and honestly exchange that into several other business models where like, if you're really playing the game to try to make people's lives better, business or personal or otherwise, it's like, you're going to look at the long game, longer game, right? That's like if you're not looking at the long game, then, it's like you're kind of on the island with the cigar and whiskey. It's like, dude, I know it's going to feel good. It'll help you forget. And, fair enough if you're going to die sort of thing. But like, that's not life. So it's like, stop dealing with these kind of immediate things. And let's talk about, where are you trying to go? Why are you going there? Like how many times in business, like there's just momentum in the business or momentum in people's lives too, where you're just like, why are you doing this still? If you're, it's like you watch somebody banging their head against the wall. You're like, why did you even start banging your head against the wall? Better yet, how did you find the wall? Right. What is going on?
What's going on here?
Anyway, so it's funny that there was a correlation I never had thought between advising and marketing. And like I said, a ton of other companies that we work with, big and small. Right. Same idea though, right? Long ball. Think long term, man. That's how you're going to solve stuff.
I know that's why, like, if ever I got into sales, I'd always be careful like what I'm selling, because like if it was just a solution, I wouldn't be fulfilled selling it. But if it was a plan, and the same thing with marketing. Like, there's so many marketing agencies right now that just says, "Hey, we're a marketing company." Like, okay, what do you do? Well, we sell direct mail postcards. I'm like, okay.
Do you though?
You're really a direct mail postcard. Like that. Like you're not. I couldn't do that. I couldn't just sell direct mail postcards. In fact, I tried. Like when I was young, I'm like wanted to get in a marketing game, and so I went to this company, and they had a solution selling direct mail postcards to new residents that targeted new residents, and I did that for only so long before I'm like, this is so unfulfilling. Like I'm trying to sell this small mom and pop shop this direct mail postcard, when I know that there's so many other problems that they have.
Right.
And so that didn't last long at all before I'm like, no, you don't need postgrad. I'm just going to tell you, you need websites, you need this, you need that, whatever. I gave him a game plan. And then that's when I said, I really want to get into marketing consulting,
right?
Because I can't in good conscience sell something that was just a one-off solution that really didn't help other than me. I mean, it really didn't help for long-term solution.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird how that idea of like a long-term solution, real understanding, I guess.
And I think that's one reason, tying this back to pharmaceutical stuff. Yeah. That's one reason why I have an issue with this sometimes, is if it's really not, if like I know people who are on it, but they're talking with professionals and they're like trying to work certain things out. There's a game plan, right? And then, okay, so take some of this. Maybe let's try some of that. We're going to try to wean you off this. Like, oh, I love that. Okay, I get that. And in the meantime, maybe you need to eat better. You need to exercise. Like, there's a whole plan.
Yeah.
Okay, I completely 1,000% in favor of that. Then there's others where they'll just, and I've had experiences myself where I'll just talk to a doctor, a psychiatrist, or whatever. Here, you take this. I'm like, well, you don't even know my situation much.
For how much?
I talk to you for like
until
5 minutes.
when, is this am I on this for life? Like what?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, I remember a good example too. I remember talking to this one doctor, and I was telling him I'm having a hard time focusing, and I don't know. Like, if I have to get tested or whatever for ADD or ADHD or whatever, and he's like, "Here, take this survey," and it was literally a pharmaceutical like notepad type survey, and it has 4 questions on it.
Okay.
It was like really maybe 2 inch by 2 inch.
Right.
Like, do you have a hard time focusing during the day at work? I'm like, yes. Do you get distracted easily? Yes. And I answered yes on all these things. And it was designed by the pharmaceutical company of that drug.
Yeah.
And so I took it off the pad. I gave it to the doctor. He's like, okay, well then you need I'm going to give you this ADHD drug. And I'm like, okay, do I take any like tests or something? He's like, well, that's a test. And I'm like, that was just like
that's the test, bro.
4 questions. Like, do you have a hard time focusing? Do you have a hard time, or do you get distracted easily and all that stuff? Like. And he goes, well, I'm a doctor, and I'm telling you have ADD, ADHD, or whatever. And I'm like, that's it? And he got so offended. And I'm like, okay, let's try this out. The medicine made me sick. Right. It made me, it did all sorts of problems. I'm like, forget this stuff. Right. And then I talk to somebody else, and they say, well, has anybody taught you how to like focus on daily tasks and write down your stuff? I'm like, no. He's like, here, there's a class. It's called Franklin Covey. Yeah, okay. Where you can learn how to calendar and all this stuff. Right. And I took this day-long class, and man, I walked in, I'm like, I don't have ADHD. I never learned how to prioritize my days. It's silly, but I never learned how to. Nobody ever taught. Who teaches you that? Right. Either you really get it and you're just that's their personality. But if you have my personality, it doesn't come easily.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, squirrel.
You're right, right. Like, okay, this person needs me. Oh, there's another issue. Yeah. But once I started learning how to organize my day, prioritize, these are the things that I need to accomplish. Right. The big pebble, the big rocks, versus the little pebbles. Yeah. Then I learn, and I haven't had to take any ADD, ADHD. Now, do I have still trouble? Sure. Right. But not enough to take medication, and that's where it got me frustrated. Like, you just made me fill out this 4-question survey that was designed by the pharmaceutical company. It was so general and vague. To then offer me drugs. Right. That actually just ruined my body. I mean, it was horrible. I was throwing up all the time. It was just bad.
That kills me, man. Mm-hmm. It's like, don't give me the solution unless you know good and well what the problem is, where it's going to end up. I realize too that, in medicine particular, like sometimes shit's just wrong. Yeah. And like, you don't really know, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And thank God nothing has yet been like that with me. Mm-hmm. Right? I've been lucky and healthy. But
the algorithms say otherwise, Chris.
Dude.
The algorithms say otherwise.
Dude, I'm haunted. I'm on. It's mostly the hair, right? It's mostly the hair. But speaking of drugs over the counter, the Hims and the Hers company.
Yeah. We were talking about
just
last episode. Yeah.
Pushing it, bro. But it's the same hook as it was like 15, 20 years ago. It's like, do you feel generically bad, right? Like
Right.
whatever that phraseology, have you ever not wanted to
That's
hug your
marketing
dog?
right there. There's some,
Do you avoid calling your so-and-so? Like,
yeah.
I guess I do, now that you mention it, like, was your coffee just okay this morning? Like, yeah, how did you know?
Yeah.
You get me.
You get me.
Take this medication.
No, but I mean, I do know, like, there's especially like I have to take heart meds, and so I take them, and I mean, my heart, the moment I don't take them, it will jump to like 210 over 150.
Damn.
Yeah, and the moment I don't take them,
Right.
so I have to take them, and now it's 120 over 80, like
Better
normal.
keep taking them.
Right, but I also know, right, that I probably could help myself if I exercised, I ate better. Right, I didn't do this. There's no doctor though who that I have ever met who says, "Hey, let's look at your habits here."
What a bunch of cunts too. That's
Right?
That's what gets me.
Let's get you
That's
on a
what gets me.
routine here, because this certainly is not helping you. You not sleeping right is not helping you. The way you're eating and blah 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 blah.
Right.
It's just easier to give medication.
That's such a pain in the balls, man. Nothing makes me more irritated. Like that, I would say, in the cost, right? I am not about to dive into the healthcare and the actual intricacies of how and who and the what. I don't give a shit, man. It's too big, and who the fuck am I?
It's a monster.
But when I ask, because I had an HSA for like a long time, like 10 years, right? And self-employed and 1099 and all that kind of thing. And so, I would kind of bottom line it. I'm like, well, what's the cost going to be on this? You thought I was asking for how Stonehenge was made or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was the hardest thing. I'm like, just give me the fucking cost, right? If I go in and I buy oranges, I don't walk up to the fucking register and they're like, okay, well, we'll send you a bill. How it could be $3 or $1,000. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, we'll send you a bill.
And then they're gonna, and Johnny over there is gonna be charged a different amount.
Yeah.
What kind of stupid shit is that?
Yes, it
kills
dumb.
me. So incentives.
Yeah.
Was where I was going with that. It's all about the incentives. If you incentivize the wrong shit, you're gonna get these wonky, jacked up, quasi solutions.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew a friend, he was a doctor, and he got called into the office way too many times because, if they had like high cholesterol or blood issues and they were like way obese, he would tell them, like, you need to exercise. I need to see you lose so many pounds in order to start helping you.
Right.
And he would get called in and disciplined all the time. Like, you can't give that as a recommendation. And he's like, why not? That's what the problem is.
Right.
And so he eventually left that field and went into like weight loss therapy and helping patients, because like the problem is the sugars, it's the all the stuff.
I want to hear the explanation from them. I would love to be a fly on the wall for that one, and to hear a Dr. A say to Dr. B, hey, you can't tell people what? Can't tell people you're fat? Is it the feelings part?
Right.
Is that what we're talking about?
That's ultimately, like, you can't tell people they're fat. It's like,
what about the feelings of their family though?
They're overweight.
Bro.
They have to lose that weight. But they're going to always be drug dependent.
Right. Right, because they're already food dependent. Right. They're unfortunately, right, for those stricken people. I don't mean you had a couple too many plates of pot roast. I mean, there's some shit wrong. Right. And you're wearing it. Right. And so for those afflicted people, my heart goes out, because it's like, it's one thing if you've got like, I don't know, other vices, you don't necessarily wear it per se. I mean, you could certainly stink like whiskey, but it's going to be more on the inside. You're like, oh shit, you gambled away your kid's college fund, shit like this, right? But and so I think it's some insult to injury, right? When it's food that gets you. But what I'm thinking of right now, man, is I'm thinking about the consequences, right? Okay, so we're talking about hurt feelings. Hey, man, fuck your hurt feelings, because Jelly Roll just heard an interview, like just heard it. I think it might have been on Rogan, something like that, but just heard it. And he had a wild kind of position, observation that he made. He said it was like a real heroic moment. He, gets off the couch and is going to go run, all this, that, the other. And anyway, so he comes back though, and he sees his family at the driveway or whatever he said. And he just did some real entry level stuff. Yeah. As far as like walking. Yeah. But his family was so like fired up for him. Like they were really championing his
supporting
cause,
him.
Right? Yeah. Super, right? But while that's a nice moment, and it is tremendous to have that kind of support and family and all that, and that really is great, right? It takes a village. But also his observation was that, oh man, but look at the trauma and the response that he got was like it indicated that he had done some damage here. And while he said it much more eloquently than I'm trying to relay, it was like his family, he could see that they were so fucking hopeful. Like, please, bro. Yeah. Please do this. Yeah. Right? For his old lady and his kids.
Bunny.
Or, what?
I think that's her name, Bunny.
Bunny. And just all that. Yeah. Right. And he said that was the moment. Right, because now I didn't recognize him. I was like, holy shit, if not for the tattoos. Right. So I was like, holy shit, that's that. Good on you, bud.
Good on you,
way to go. Yeah. But anyway, so if it's like, if your hurt feelings are holding you back, it's like, well, fucking about everybody else, bro. And like, it sucks, it hurts, but that's how change goes, man. It's gonna hurt.
But it's interesting, like, again, when money's involved, right, companies are just trying to figure out how do you spend more money with them. That's the kind of the dark side of marketing and sales. Remember there's that one Netflix special where they're talking about, like, sell all these products, sell your apparel and t-shirts and get them in these membership programs, not thinking about like the piles of clothes.
Fax machines.
Where do they throw this away? Yeah. Right. Like no plan for that, no exit strategy for
That's
that.
So fucking.
But we don't care. Just buy. We'll figure that out later.
It'll be fine. It'll be great. Go here.
Right. It's the same thing with whether it's drugs or food or how do we get them to consume more ding dongs or ho hos?
Right.
Like we just got to get that up. Oh, cool. Sales is up. Like, okay, but what about like calories and fat and
if you had,
that's not our fault. It's not our responsibility to figure that
old fucking adage too, right? That's so American. Like that's another. It's like a balance. It's like here's kind of picture like some good old boy, and take my cigarettes right from here and whiskey, and it's like, I guess so, but if they had it their way, they would sell you into your own grave, right? How does it make the math make sense for me? You know what I mean? Because there's got to be. So what I do think of is I think of like maybe refinement, right? So like indulgence, but in a refined way, so that it has its place, right? So it's like, well, you can't live off. I love creme brulee.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorites. Like if I see it on the menu, dessert menu, like, okay, I gotta have it.
Done. Especially like a nice joint.
Yep.
Gotta have it, right? So that's my jam. So
that and tiramisu. Anything like custardy.
Yeah.
Love it. Flan,
my dad makes
tiramisu, creme brulee. Yeah. Oh man.
He's got the big bowl, the tiramisu bowl. So anyway, but I'm not gonna eat creme brulee all day. Like, first of all, I don't know how to make it. I don't know, and I don't want to know. You know what I mean? Just leave me alone with that. It's just magical. I'm good with that, right? But like, I wouldn't eat it every day because I know I might get a little dodgy on the heart. You know what I mean? Like a little bit bigger. I don't want to be like.
See, I would.
So it's an indulgence.
I would. That's my problem.
That's why A, I don't keep the materials. B, I don't learn how to make it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Like I bought like all this like ice cream sandwiches and ice cream and all this stuff, and it was all in the fridge.
That's so good.
The reason why, I'll tell the audience why.
Oh, it's good.
So
she's getting her come up right now, dude.
Tell the audience
That's
why.
so good.
So I was really wanting the last of my Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I ate
what
some.
Flavor? What flavor?
It was like a custardy flavor.
Okay.
And I remember I was upstairs and Hannah was like just got out of bed, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get myself a snack.
Sure.
So I go downstairs. I see that there's no Ben & Jerry's. It's gone. Oh man, I was so heated.
Why hast thou forbidden forsaken? You said to yourself, why, God, have you punished me?
Why you punish me? So I walk upstairs. I'm like, who? Like, just please tell me that.
What time of day was this, by the way?
It was in the evening.
It was, okay,
so like it was like 9.
9 o'clock. Okay.
9:30
like,
or something.
It's not 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Lily was already in bed.
All right, she's sleeping.
Sleeping, my daughter. And I go to Hannah. I go, just please tell me that it wasn't you who fucking ate my ice cream.
So you lead. We're already dropping F-bombs. Like you're. By the time you go up the steps,
dropping F-bombs.
You're
just tell me please it wasn't you that fucking ate my ice cream.
Damn.
No. And she's like, no, I didn't eat your ice cream. I'm like, that little.
So hold on. So your old lady, she hits you with, was it kind of an indignant? Was she like kind of worried? Like, oh shit.
No. She's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't eat it. I'm like,
whatever, motherfucker.
And even if she did, I would be like, okay, you're an adult. You're allowed to eat my ice cream. That's okay. I'll go and get myself another ice cream. But
right now, you're gonna run out.
Yeah, right. You're allowed to. You know, you work just as hard as me.
There you go.
So I wouldn't be upset.
Even partnership.
But when she said that she didn't eat it, I instantly went, that little bitch, she fucking ate my.
Dude, you're wrong, dude.
Yeah,
disrespect, really.
And I said it out loud too.
Disrespect.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. So fucking dude, I'm like, I grab my keys, like I'll be back. I'm going to Walmart.
Right.
Right. So I go drive out to Walmart. I get everything. I get ice cream sandwiches, Klondike bars, 2 pints of ice cream.
Oh yeah.
You know, I bring it home. I put this is Dad's. Do not eat it.
$40, $70. Where do we stand?
I'd say it was probably like
with this purchase.
It was probably about like maybe. Let's see, $40.
Okay, so $40. We're in $40.
Yeah,
heated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now it's what? Say 10 o'clock.
I labeled everything.
Everything.
Dads don't eat with exclamation points. Right, I had it like where it's visible because I knew my daughter would open up the freezer and see all these good things, and that's the way I was gonna punish her.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not gonna punish. I'm not gonna yell. I'm gonna punish her by that she cannot have any of my.
She can't indulge.
Yeah, she can't indulge.
As any good kid would.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like a little ice cream. This is nice.
So then the next day, when I'm still at work, and Lily's home from school, and she asks her mom, she's like, Mom, how come we have all this ice cream and everything's labeled for Dad, And she's like, well, let me tell you. He's like, because you ate his last ice cream and got Dad really mad.
Right.
So he got himself all this ice cream.
All of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, of course, that sent Lily in a tizzy because she was like, I didn't eat it.
False accusation.
Like, did I eat it? Like, she didn't even, it's like.
Now she's crazy.
She's crazy. She's like, no, I didn't eat it, And then, so she went crying home into her bedroom, and then Hannah called and said, hey, Lily said she did not eat it. I'm like, well, I know.
Blasphemy.
I know I'm not crazy, right? But then when I hung up the phone, I'm like, well, that's interesting. Like, you're really committing to a lie,
right?
By saying I didn't eat
about ice cream too.
About ice cream, like, kids have lied about this more stupid things than that.
Yeah, sure.
But still, like, that's really like, especially we have cameras all over the place. So like, you got to be really ballsy to lie about something that we probably have on recording
to prove it.
And I'm like, speaking of which, there's a recording, so I better go look. Because,
well, let's go to the tape.
I'm going to confirm. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going back on the tape. And I see myself as like 3 a.m, the night before all this happened. And then, of course, who comes in the kitchen?
It's not Hannah.
No, it wasn't Hannah.
Your lovely wife. No. It's definitely not Lily.
It wasn't Lily.
It's not one of the dogs. It's not one of the 5 dogs.
No.
Nor the parrot.
Nor the parrot, nor the goats or the sheep. It was me.
Damn, bro.
It was in the middle of the night, and I went and was eating the rest of my ice cream.
The shame.
It was so late, I must have just forgot that I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talked about indulgence.
Damn.
I don't even know when I eat and get fat.
Just up half out of it.
So I'm eating that ice cream. I completely forgot that I did it. Dude, I felt so bad. I went home, and I'm like, the first thing, I put my stuff down. I went home. I waited for Lily to come out of her bedroom, and I just give her a big hug. I said, I'm sorry. It was me. I ate it. I looked at the cameras. I wrongly blamed you. I apologize. I said, you can have
all the crow.
You can have, some of my ice cream. Like, I removed all the labels. And so this is now Lily's and Dad's ice cream.
Wow.
But I wanted to say all that story, one, to obviously publicly admit to everybody that I made a mistake. But the problem with it, and I can't do this anymore, when I had all that ice cream, I have no self-control.
Oh, yeah. You're just an animal. Just in there. Just
Yeah. Like, I'll eat like 2 Klondike bars and 3 ice cream sandwiches. And my thinking is...
Yeah, you will.
My thinking is instead of like waiting and holding off and indulging it later, just get through it right away. Just finish it out, polish it off, so I don't have to see it.
Yeah.
But the problem is,
So
it's
you
like
need more.
1 pint of ice cream, 3. Like, I'm just like eating it. Like, I got to get through it.
As if there's a race.
Right. But the problem is, at that point, then there's kind of a race. Because now Lily has permission to eat my ice cream. And she's the same as me. So we're both like, man, dude, that stuff was gone in like just a couple of days.
Bro.
Gone.
Bro.
See, I have no self-control. So
I'm by the way, I'm not talking from some, like I'm some kind of fucking monk. Like I'm living on like 2 pieces of rice and like, anything like that.
But comparatively, yes, you are.
But what I have done, right, now it's different, with Shannon.
Not only are you a monk, comparatively, but you're a monk with poor taste in food.
How dare you, sir? How dare you smite my taste? Who the fuck? I just said creme brulee like it's some kind of thing. You're like, oh, that's nice.
But then I threw in tiramisu, and you're like, no, I don't like tiramisu. How do you not like tiramisu?
It's all right.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Right. I'll do tiramisu, flan, leche flan, whatever. Anything that has custard.
Just because I got fucking choices, all of a sudden I don't have a taste. You know what? Good. You know what I'm going to do? It's still freezing outside.
So it's easier for you.
No, hold on now. I got you. I'm going to fucking drive by tonight. Not even going to get out because I know you're an animal like that. So I'm just going to, sky hook some ice cream over, right? And somehow, I don't know how the dogs won't get it. I'll make sure they don't. That's not the point.
Dude,
the point is that you're going to be like,
whew. I'd be like running for it. If the dogs are chasing, I'd be like,
throwing elbows,
diving for it. Yeah, I'd go all
fighting through the carton
for that ice cream.
Yeah, it looks
my downfall.
Santa came early. Oh.
That's my downfall. Look at that,
Santa.
Oh, who dropped off this box of ice cream?
I get a big trap. I can set a trap. There's like a huge cage, and I'm like pulling the string, just like
that's right.
From around the bush.
I'm done. Like if you wanted to trap me into something, I'm done. I'll admit it. Put some ice cream, creme brulee. Fucking put gas station hot dogs. I will fucking like. I gotta have it.
But that's why you don't buy it in the first place. Like when I was just by myself, had my own little apartment and stuff a couple years ago. Bro.
Yeah. Although you got me in this whole thinking, though. You're the one who taught me this, and you got me this whole thinking. This whole, I'm an adult. I pay my own taxes. I should have whatever I want. Well, that's a problem for me. See, yours, every once in a while, you'll indulge yourself and you'll say that and be like, give me some cereal. Me, I'm like, he's right. I should get
all of the boxes.
I should get all of
them. But no, because your motivation's different, man. Now you're getting heavy with it, bro. You're like picturing your mom because your mom never bought the right cereal. You know what I'm saying? As you told me. Now you're just like, I'll get the corn pops. This one's for you, Mom. And you're just like angrily eating corn pops. Right. It's because you're never. They gave you the real shitty ones like honeycomb or something like that. Mm-hmm. Some government version of like honey.
Yeah, like I'm getting back at her.
Yeah.
But really, it's just I'm hurting myself. That's me. That's completely. Oh, you don't want me to smoke vapes? Okay. Check it out.
I just want it in your nose.
No cigars? It makes no sense. Oh, you don't want me on my motorcycle? You want me to wear a helmet?
Just out there with a kilt on, just riding down, no helmet, no shirt.
Yeah.
No, we're immature, bro.
While eating ice cream sandwich.
Just all over your face. On either side, there's this ice cream.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's really not you in the best light, I gotta say, man. I mean,
if this is not a picture of me, my life, and how like nuts I view life. Picture me on a motorcycle, smoking a cigarette with no helmet on, just like every last thing to just kill me.
Look, man, here's the support, right?
So that's why pharmaceutical companies
they got
exist.
you, dude.
Because
they got
you know that, okay.
This maniac is out here. He's definitely going to need that medication.
Right. I'm not going to change this, so I might as well take the red pill.
Bro.
Or is it the blue pill? I don't even know which pill.
Whichever one. Mm-hmm. Put you back in the matrix.
Right?
Damn, man. Damn.
But see, that's also a different perspective of life that I have. Like, I don't know.
Well, I'll grant you, right? I'll grant you two things, right? One, while you're saying that, right? There's an old Hebrew proverb, I believe. Proverb is all things in moderation, even moderation.
Yeah.
Right. And I always like that because then that, that's the allowance.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, life is to be lived.
Yeah.
Right. This ride does end. Right. And I'll be damned if I'm going to go to the grave with like too many things on the list. I wish I would have, could have, right. I got to do it.
Yeah.
Right. It's only happens once. So I get you. Right. But on the other side is I also know that it does end, but God willing, it's going to end for me a long time from now. You know what I mean?
See, that's interesting.
So that's the part where I'm like, well,
that's interesting. See, because like Hannah has this expression.
Yeah.
You know how they say you only live once?
Sure.
Well, her expression is you only die once. So, and I kept thinking,
very true.
For every once in a while, I'll creep up. I'm like, what's the difference between you only live once and you only die once?
Right.
And what my conclusion is, and I really don't know what her answer to that is, what's the difference? But like, I'm gonna die once. I'm gonna fucking like die.
Going out, hair on fire.
Yeah. You only die once. I'm gonna make this good.
Right. Right.
I think that's the difference. So like, I kind of want to. I kind of go through life with my hair on fire, whatever. I'm gonna only die once. I'm gonna fucking do it, dude.
I wonder. So if I go with the analogy of the on fire part of it, right? I do think of like burning, not flash in the pan isn't the word I want to say, but like think of something that burns fast. Let's just put it that way. And so I think of like, you can do that, right? It's hard on the body. It's hard on your mind. It's hard on everybody around you. So it's there to be done. I happen to favor like a slow burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a piece of coal, if you will, that just never seems to not be hot, right? And like that just appeals to me, because like those interesting people through history that have lived like that, again, I guess that goes to that personality of like kind of slightly under the radar. We're like, this motherfucker, like it would be a great feather in my cap to be like 77 years old, or better than that if I'm still alive and still playing the guitar. Still, bro. You like Megadeth that much? You still want to play? Yep. And right, if my body can handle it, still rolling jujitsu. I'd be a black belt. Who knows what at that point.
Right.
Just endlessly fascinated, right? But it's my mission in life. I'm like, all right, I just got to keep my shit together enough so that I can do the things I love for as long as I can possibly do them. Because on the other side of that coin is kind of the exit opens at a certain point. You know what I mean? You get to the point where like, I can't, all those Hims commercials that are hitting me up now, then I'm going to be like, dude, dick doesn't work. I got all my hair fell out. I can't see a damn thing. I can't play anything. I can't roll. Like, oh boy, you know what I mean? Okay, well, I guess it's time to write my memoir. You know what I mean? And get the fuck out of Dodge, right? Yeah. So give me the box of cigars and whiskey.
Yeah.
You keep your food over here.
Yeah.
And I'm going out.
Right.
But only when you can sort of see the Bombay doors open, right? If you can plan it out like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like, I don't have a crystal ball.
I think it's just a different perspective on living life.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have, for some reason, I have this like illustration as you're talking where like if we were walking on this long bridge or whatever.
Okay.
The bridge of life, and it just goes on. We don't know how long it goes, right? But there's this assumption that there's an end of the bridge, and it's slowly even crumbling at the edge of the bridge. And at the edge of the bridge, that symbolizes your death. Like you're done. You can't go any further once the bridge is out.
Yeah.
Well, my perspective is, the bridge is like crumbling fast.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching this as it's crumbling fast, and I'm like,
kind of crumbling toward you,
right,
if you will. Okay.
Right, crumbling toward me.
Yeah.
Right. Where yours is like, oh, man, that's a long bridge.
Yeah.
You don't even see the end. Really, me, I'm anticipating that the end is crumbling fast.
Yeah.
So for me, if okay, what am I going to do with that? I can't stop it.
No, you can stop.
I can't stop it from crumbling.
No control.
So I'm going to do everything I possibly can. I'm going to eat every fucking ice cream I possibly can. I'm going to do every experience I possibly can. Right. I'm going to tell everybody I love you. You're amazing. I'm going to, because I only got, it's crumbling really fast, right?
Yeah, coming at you.
And so it's like it's a different perspective of how you see life. And I don't know, I've always kind of seen life as like that. I don't see life as going like, do I hope I could? Sure, great, yeah, awesome. But I live with this idea that life is like, it's gonna end. Like, who knows? It could be tomorrow.
Any day.
So I'm gonna make sure I tell my loved ones I love you. I'm gonna call them, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you doing? I'm gonna influence as many people for the better, because I don't know if I got tomorrow.
Yeah.
In the meantime, oh shit, there's some ice cream sandwiches and Klondikes. Fucking, while I'm doing that,
Lily didn't eat.
And while riding my motorcycle, I'll do everything I can, because like it's coming.
Yeah.
It's just a different. You only die once, and that death is coming fast. And so that's a different perspective. I don't think there's a right or wrong perspective.
No, ultimately, I don't think so either.
Because at the end, everybody's going to die anyways.
We're all
whether it's tomorrow, whether it's 50 years from now,
right?
It's going to happen, right? But it just kind of depends on that. So that's why I'm like, well, why do I really need to try to get huge and buff and work out, go to the gym, other than just for my own satisfaction,
Isn't that the weirdest part of it, man? Like, so what you're saying is at a certain point, we talked about that before, like, there's nihilism, right? And solipsism, all these kind of philosophical views of like, well, why do anything at all, right? Because eventually everybody we know is dead, right? Better yet, everybody that we've ever known personally, have shaken hands with, everybody they've ever known is dead, right? So in 150 and 300 years, the vast majority of us will be lost, as well as our bloodlines will be lost, right? Yeah. Everything that we know is like, so on that pace, you say to yourself, well, what the hell is even the point of anything, right? And so you just end up, a mass at that point. You're just like, fuck it, I'm just going to sit here. Maybe, right? There's that. And then there's like the way, I would say conservative overachievers. In other words, like where they take it so far that they don't like, no, I will have one piece of, cheesecake every day on Jesus's birthday, and that's it. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. It's like, wait, guy. You can't be a tight ass like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to fuck other than missionary. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Yeah. It might be fun. Try it.
Yeah, try it.
So it's like you've got these two extremes. Yeah. Right. And as I say, as the Buddhists put it quite eloquently, in the middle path is the way, my friend. So like, I find it's like, yeah, you can't look at it like, well, we're all gonna die eventually anyway. And it's like on the other side, it's like, well, I'm gonna do everything for what reason, I don't even know. It's hard to make this argument, but it's like, I'm going to do everything to last as long as I can, just for lasting long's sake, you know? And it's like, well, then you never leave the house. You know, you just, congratulations, you died at 101 and you never went out. You don't have any scars, but you don't have any laugh lines. You know, you don't have any like, you know, I said scars, but there's no scars of memory, you know, there's no character, you know, what was the point?
What was the point?
So it's a weird combo of like, what's the point? And what was the point? Like it reaches the same thing, right? And so it's a weird thing to say, like, for some strange reason, I feel like I'm going to do it just for shits and giggles, because that's really all's we got, you know. And getting big, I think I'm encouraging. We're going to go down the plan for the coming year. So I think, whether or not we, you know, how deep we go into that, but I very much encourage that, because I would get a kick out of it to see, like, all right, let's see, can we get Ernie up to say 205 with like, I don't know, 19% body fat?
Wait, up
to,
you mean
right?
Down.
Up. No. With the BMI. With the BMI.
I know.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So no. So we get the BMI.
Well, I have to go down a little bit first before I go up with the.
Hey man. You know, you start out with a lot of marble. Michelangelo started with a lot of marble, right? So you gotta build it up before you, right? Before you cut it down. So no. But you switch the BMI. So you drop the BMI into the teens. 17.
Dude.
Bro.
Yeah,
Can you imagine this?
No, I when I was in my prime working out and bodybuilding, I was. I mean, it was just I was a tank,
bro.
You know, but
imagine with the cut.
Yeah, but it's
with the cut, with the fucking mullet. Come on, bro.
But see, when you get to a certain age, like I think I'm buying into the whole functional fitness thing. Like, you know, I want to be able to like still stand on one foot and put my socks on, as opposed to having to sit on like an edge.
You
of
got
my
a
bed.
good old lady, bro. Hannah's a good woman. She'll put your sock on, especially if you're jacked as all get out
like
at
functional
Walmart.
Fitness.
Bro.
Why can't I stand anymore and put my own socks on? I gotta sit.
Because I'm too fucking huge. I'm just flexing
I'm
it
saying
like Walmart
me.
in the mirror.
I'm saying me right now. Right now, me. Like I can't balance long enough to put my own socks on.
I missed that one. That's funny.
Yeah, no. So like, I'm starting to think of like, maybe I should just do functional fitness. Like just stretch, get myself limber, you know, learn, like practice standing on one foot, just like functional fitness. So I could do normal things like put my socks on without struggling, tie my shoes without having to like take a deep breath.
Damn, dude. Struggle is real. Not the shoe.
Yeah.
Damn. Do you have like shoe horn that you have to, like a long stick?
I don't need as much anymore because I could pretty much slip these on.
Okay.
But I have a long shoe horn.
Yeah.
Like so I don't even have to bend over. It's just like.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
What would our ancestors? This is what I think, right? Because us modern human beings, we're so, you know, we have so many luxuries. But what would our ancestors think?
They would think how amazing that life is. I wish I didn't have to sit and pick all day long rice,
you know
from
what?
the rice paddy fields.
I think the vast majority, you're right. I think that they would look like you got running water in this motherfucker? I'll take an ice cream sandwich.
You got a 5-foot shoe horn? You have shoes?
You have shoes? Yeah. Yeah, you're not running from some tribe for your life. No, I mean, that's true. That is true. But also, I do think
when you're talking ancestors.
No.
Maybe my dad?
No,
he probably disrespects me.
No, you don't have to go. I'm talking about like, let's say no more than 4 generations, right? So that's what? Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, right, so what's that put us? That's 80, it's like into the 1800s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, what do they think? If
they don't have time to think because
that's my point.
Back then, they're sitting there getting shit done. They don't have time to think.
Right.
No.
They would look at it as like
my great grandfather is probably like working, you know, in some field somewhere.
Right.
Like they don't have time to even think about it.
Jacked as a motherfucker, bro. He's probably just
Oh yeah, lean, dude.
You know?
Yeah, like completely lean. Yeah, no. Which is interesting because leading into the topic of planning in the new year.
That's where we're gonna go.
That's interesting. See, I would say personally, like New Year's resolutions, making my own plans. I don't think I sit there and think about my plan for my life that much because of the way I view life. Like, I'm going to just enjoy life. I'm going to take it as it comes. I'm going to try to do as much as I can, influence and impact people as best I can, as many as I can. But as it comes to business, that's a little different, right? For business, it has to be because like, it's not just my life.
Right.
There's other employees, there's other people, there's clients that we got to care for, right? So I have to be due diligent and plan and come up with what's our marketing plan, what's our sales goals, what's my responsibilities in order to make this next year a better year. Yeah. Because I am not only held accountable to myself, I'm held accountable by the board, by you, by the other staff people, and like, okay, from that standpoint, I have to be responsible. Right. For me personally, no, yeah, I think I want to lose some weight a little bit. I do want to live a little longer. I do want to put my shoes, be able to put
another 18 months,
my socks on, without having to sit on the couch.
I don't know. Now, see, it's weird. It's weird what gets me because I hear certain things, right? And by all means, I mean, fucking hold me accountable. But I hear certain things, and it's the shoes that got me. Where I'm like, oh, you can't put your shoes on? No, buddy. I don't think so. Now I'm gonna have to.
I can put my shoes on.
Okay.
I just don't tie the laces tight, so I can just slip it on.
Yeah.
But I have to. Otherwise, I have to sit on the couch or the edge of my bed. Look, I gotta pull my foot up to me, so I can put my socks on and shoes. That's the functional fitness I want to work on, Chris. That's my goal.
We have mats.
That's my goal.
We have a little yoga or something.
But that's like 0 to 60. Now you want me to roll on sweaty, dirty mats? No.
Well, first 0 to 60. Wait. I'm doing jujitsu on these mats we got in the office there, right? So just so people know, but I'm cleaning those every time because otherwise you get the worm, right?
Right.
Ringworm,
I don't want the ringworms.
Shit like that. No. But I'm not saying a roll. Just a little yoga.
Yeah, yoga. But dude, yoga is harder than you think. I tried it.
It's very hard.
One time I went to a class. I'm like, oh, this is nice. The lights are off. Yeah. They had like Christmas mood lighting and music, and I'm like, ooh, this is nice. No, dude, it was a miserable experience. I'm sitting there doing their yoga poses. I'm like, every time I'm like.
Your whole body is about to collapse.
I'm sweating. Yeah. I'm like, when are you? I'm trying to not look like I suck at this. No,
everybody knows,
dude.
Everybody knows. But I mean, because they've
watch
been
these
through.
Pros. They look like they're doing these crazy poses, and they're so calm. No, they're not, dude. They just have done it for so long. They know how to control their breathing.
They're conditioned.
And stuff.
They're conditioned.
Dude,
one of the best guys I ever saw do it. I went to a hot yoga class with my buddy Tommy. I didn't know, right? And thankfully I was young, and just ignorant to it. And I did my best. It was hot, but it was fine. Yeah. Right? I was young.
You know how I am with heat.
This dude was like big hoss, 6'3", I might say in the 250s, right? But just big, bear of a man and a gut and a whole bit. Bro, he was the most delicate butterfly I've ever seen. He did the one where you kind of reach back and grab your leg kind of thing and this whole bit.
Yeah.
Bro, as calm, he looked like a ballet dancer. It was crazy. I did not see that coming.
You lost me at heat.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's literally hell on earth. I'm stressing out anytime I'm sweating bullets.
Good for you, bro.
You want to get any answers from me of secrets? There's two ways. Okay. Crank the heat up.
Sure.
Tell me that I gotta do yoga stretches.
Yeah.
Or just put me on a stationary bike and strap me down. I have to ride that for an hour.
Yeah.
To get out of those torture scenarios, I'll tell you any secret. I don't care. And then when I was in third grade,
back to the Goonies. Yeah. That's right.
I'll do anything, dude. So what's your before we head out? Do you have any New Year's resolutions or
You know what, man? I am pretty consistent. You know, it's interesting. I was going to comment on how your philosophy is kind of that thing that makes you propel forward.
Yeah.
Right. So in other words, like you're going to continue to do more of the same. Right. Like treat people like you treat them and do all your stuff. Right. And I can see how that like philosophy on life is the guiding principle, kind of the path.
Yeah.
Right. And whatever should hit that path, you're going to treat it in that way. And so there's some consistency. So it's just more of the same. Right? I tend towards that insofar as I'm like, what am I going to do this year that is per se different than any other of the past couple of years where I feel different? I don't know what it is, age, I don't know what it is. So while there's a couple of like philosophical kind of consistency, for example, you know what I mean? Read a little bit more, just a little more of everything, but also like 10%, 15% more, right? Those old, you know, I'm going to do this year. And it's just like, you're going to build the fucking ark or some shit. It's like, dude, you're not a carpenter, right? You don't have a cool beard, you know, like you don't even have 2 animals. Fuck off. You're not building an ark, you know what I mean? Right. So it's like, if you're going to go into the New Year's resolution and or the planning, let's just say the planning, because New Year's resolutions are fucking fucked. Nobody does it. But the real plan is like, I've found the things I like, and I'm going to do more of it because I know that life is short. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I want to get really good at it, and I don't even know why. And oddly enough, when I like doing something, and I've been asked by those kind of uninitiated, I think, that haven't maybe found their thing they do, you know? And maybe not everybody has a thing, I don't know. But for those uninitiated, they're like, well, why do you play the guitar like this? You know, why? I don't get it. You know, you're really good now, right? So I've been told, I don't know. Yeah. You know, I'm not that good. But it's like, why? Well, I don't know why. I don't know why. But I know that I'm not here to question it. All I got to do is I found something I love. Now I've got to get better at it, right? And get rid of the shit that stops me from making me better, right? Yeah. And like year after year, after day after day, after month, it's like, how clear, right? You talk that bridge analogy. I like that. How clear can I make the bridge? Yeah. You know, because I kind of see the path. Yeah. Right. My philosophy on life is the bridge. It's not get the house, get this, get that. It's like, yeah, those are pit stops along the way. That's a side mission. But I can see the path. But I got to get all this bullshit out of the way. Yeah, you got to clear it out. Yeah. Clear it out. So and it's a lot of like, you know, like the fear and the fear of winning, the fear of success and, you know, and all these kinds of run-of-the-mill things I think we all face. So that's the plan. More of the same. More of the same. Yeah. A little bit better.
I think for me though, there is a common thread. The common thread is how much, you know, is to really invest in people's lives that God has you know, blessed me with. And so like, so long as I'm doing that, everything else is experiences. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like, and like, I don't necessarily, like I like playing the guitar, but I don't have this interest of trying to be the best at it. Right. But I will try something new. You know, if I had a drum set here, like, oh, cool, I'd like to learn a drum set. At least enough to say, oh, this is fun.
Yeah, drop a little fat beat.
But if all these experiences had nothing to do with people, I couldn't really enjoy it as much. Yeah. Like, you know, people is always my through line on everything. Yeah. Like I want to be able to invest in people. I was cleaning out my phone the other day just because I was losing memory. Right. So I'm like deleting all the stuff, and I ran into this old screenshot I had of a Facebook chat. Somebody, an old friend, like 15 years old friend, reached out randomly one year, and I screenshot it, and she had asked me like, "Hey, do you know this guy? His name is Richard Sherbert," and I'm like, kind of sounds familiar. I don't know. Right. And again, it's coming from somebody I haven't even spoken with for 15 years. Right. And she's like, well, I had this really interesting engagement where, like, I work at the administration office at the University of Akron, where that's my alma mater.
Right.
And this guy came in, noticed my Christian music, said, hey, is that Christian music? He's like, yeah. He's like, and proceeded to talk about how, it reminds me of this guy that I used to, was my roommate the first time I went to the University of Akron. And his, guys, short little Filipino guy named Ernie, and he led me to the Lord when my freshman year of college, and then life happened and I had to quit, but I'm back now trying to see if I should go back to college again.
Whoa.
And I think about him every day and his impact he had on my life.
Yeah.
And I read that, I'm like, and I chatted her back and said, oh, Rick, yeah, I know Rick, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, this is the greatest experience. He said that if I end up not enrolling back in the University of Akron, if just driving up to North Carolina just to meet somebody who knows Ernie, that is enough to justify driving from North Carolina. That makes me so happy to know that somebody knows Ernie, because I think about him every day and how he impacted my life. And I remember at the time when I got it, I remember that was like perfect time. I needed to hear that because I was going through my divorce and all that stuff, and I needed to hear it. It was like, you know what? That's what my life is about. Right. Even though it seemed like everything's crumbling around me in the world, the fact that that somebody actually was thinking of me, and like that was almost like a weird coincidental, not coincidence from God to say your life matters. And then to see this over the weekend and be reminded of it was like, you know what? That's my through line. No matter what I'm doing, I'm decide to go, jump on an airplane and or rock climb or do something new. My through line is always going to be, how can I make a difference in people's lives? So that's one thing I do know that I want to get better at, and by getting better as like be mindful of that there's other people who have needs and have hurt or whatever, that I want to be there to love on them and care for them.
That's
because of that kind of a story. It's like,
intentionality is the key.
Forgot the dude, and yet, but now reminded, I'm like, we had really good conversations. He was at a dark place, and I was able to be there for him.
Man, you just never. That's so weird. Know. You never You never know. Of course, you never know in business, so it's really more immediate and transactional. But like the impact. You don't know, bro. Don't know. It could be how many of those video shorts where you see like some little kid talk to some guy, on a camera. There's one I'm thinking of, gives like the mailman a hug or something like that. Turns out, guy's kid just died or some. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, what the fuck? And then that universal, that call is answered, man. It's like, here, that's what you need. That's what now you get to keep walking down your bridge.
Yep. So.
Wow,
we kind of talked a little bit about planning.
Yeah, a little bit. It's coming. Plan your shit out.
I think it's interesting because when we're talking about planning, really, ultimately, you're talking about life, whether life of the business or life for your own personal life, and how you view life. And is going to determine how you set goals. What you're working towards, what's purposeful to you, what matters to you, right? And for me, even though myself, apparently I don't care about my life as much. One thing that is, because I do care about other people's lives. That's why, I do have to plan in this business. I can't run this business like with my hair on fire. Like I do have to plan because people are dependent on this. And I that's important to me.
Right? I think the word that sticks out for me is the intention. It's like. Because otherwise it's an accident, and you can't claim credit for an accident. I don't know. It's like like playing pool. It's like, damn, that was a dope ass shot. You didn't mean to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Right. And you can view those instances a number of ways. Yeah. But the analogy in life is it's like, well, if you meant to do it. Then all of a sudden, that is like evidence of a skill that you've achieved. It's to be respected because not many can do it. You know what I mean? Like it carries with it all this kind of positive baggage of like, that's a result of hard work, right? You intended to do it, you thought through it, and you said, I'm going to do this. And I think
Nope.
The value, I hope my kids get this one day, is that can't take that away from you, man.
No, you can't.
Like, you can, maybe going to the grave is kind of how you wrap it up, but it's like, you're not going to take that away, man.
No, you're not
That's
going
my
to take
rap.
that away. Nope.
That's my rap.
Well, hey, at least, in closing, you have one New Year's resolution, I can tell you. You could get better and improve your pool game, because recently you've been losing to me quite a bit.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's a wrap. I think that's a good episode.
That's real good. That's a good roast.
Yeah, I think that's a good episode.
Fuck you and your pool game and your pool table. And I'm bringing ice cream the next time we come over.
Yeah,
and we'll just put it right in the edge of your pool table. Go ahead, fat man. Make a shot. As you just sit there and you're not even looking at the ball,
I'm just looking at the ice cream the whole time. Yeah, my kryptonite.
Woo! I'm good with that, bro.
Yeah.
Glad you started that fire.
Yeah, you said you needed to clear the path. I'm helping you.
Damn.
One.
What are you, out of your mind? You want that as an enemy? You want me to think about that? Wait. 6 months from now, you're going to be like, why did I say that to Chris? Why would I have made an enemy of the man on the pool table? I don't even care about pool.
Listen, I make an enemy
till I get
and I get ice cream at the same time. Dude, it's a win-win.
In front of your wife, too. It's going to be so debilitating. You're going to be so defeated. And your wife
Bring it on.
support you at all. She's going to make fun of you with you.
Bring it on. That's right. She would, actually.
Well, right. I guess we can end it there.
End it there.
So, with that, from the iconic era of advertising to the digital age, I'm Chris.
And I'm Ernie.
Keep it legendary.